Hello, Crystal Palace. Welcome to the Upper Norwood Library Hub's Library Live Lunch. This is a place to share positive and useful local information, find out about our lovely community in more depth, and keep us all connected during this time. So my guest today is Natasha Alessandrini, who's a local resident and creator of Little Hammam, which is an online company selling ethical handmade candles, soap and more. So Natasha, thank you for joining me today. It's lovely.
Thank you so much for having me. Lovely to see you.
That's a pleasure. Tell us about Little Hammam and where did it come from, and particularly what does the name mean?
Little Hammam. So Hammam is my husband's Turkish, and we wanted to make a product that was skin softening with the hard water that we have here, with using natural oils and especially olive oil as a base. A hammam is a place where you relax. It's from the Ottoman times, and we wanted to replicate that vibe of a relaxing space. A hammam is a huge kind of steam room where you get scrubbed. I don't know if people have been on holiday in Turkey or Morocco, they use it a lot. They have this in their culture, using nice soaps and just then relaxing, having some fruit, just feeling like your best self again, letting your pores breathe and getting nice and scrubbed, exfoliated, cleansed with natural ingredients. And we also wanted to make products with ingredients that were kind to the planet, kind to the skin, using all these natural oils, no chemicals or anything like that, and just relaxing, pampering sort of products. And we started with soaps, and it's myself, my husband and my brother-in-law. He makes the soaps. And we use olive oil from an olive farm in southern Turkey, where we know the owners of the farm, so we know where the ingredients come from, and it's a really excellent first grade olive oil. Some people might think, oh, is olive oil going to make my skin greasy? Is coconut oil going to make my skin actually greasy? Actually, it doesn't. It's the closest thing to your natural oils in your skin. So if you went to the kitchen today, for example, and you put some olive oil, some coconut oil on your skin, you'd see that your skin really has a lovely sheen. It comes alive. It gets moisturized without being greasy, but the moisture gets locked in. It doesn't just stay on a layer on the skin. And the other really important thing is that our skin, in fact, has pores, as we know, which drink in anything you put on it. And this can go to your bloodstream. So if you notice, for example, when people are pregnant, they start to worry, oh, should I not dye my hair? Should I not put these things on my skin? But we should all worry about this all the time, because, you know, it's harmful to your body, you know, from the outside in. You have to look after yourself, really. And these natural ingredients will do no harm at all. So your skin will drink them in through the pores, and they will be fine in your body, you know. And so I can show you some soaps if you like to see.
I would love to see. Just before you do that,
yeah,
though,
sorry.
I'm just going to say hello to a few people who've joined us.
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
So I know that we have Nick and Chris, Cora and Dennis who've all joined us. I know there's a few more people than that actually on the stream, but we can't see your names. So welcome to everybody who's joined us. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Hello.
If you have any questions for Natasha as we go along, please do drop them in the social media feed of whichever platform you're on, and we will try and answer them. And actually, Cora's said, ooh, lovely.
Oh, excellent.
Thanks, Cora.
Hi, Cora.
So show us your soaps. I'm excited.
We actually have 16 different types of soaps, which is pretty crazy. We have soaps for men, if men are tuned in and they're getting bored, you know. We have soaps for men for shaving who have sensitive skin. They get the razor bumps, they get the irritated red spots, you know. So we have a soap with tea tree oil and a sensitive skin soap which only has coconut oil and olive oil, which my husband used as well for shaving. Beautiful results. Women can use it as well for shaving their legs and everywhere else. And we have exfoliating soaps. This is orange, which has a real
a real bit of orange in it.
Dried orange, yeah. So this is exfoliating. It smells really fresh and zingy. We don't have any artificial fragrances there. We have a good one for Monday mornings, like today. We've got a coffee one with some real coffee.
Sold.
Coffee beans. Yeah.
You might find me in the shower eating it though.
It smells amazing. It does wake up your skin. It does give you a you know, because it's a natural antioxidant and natural sort of you know, bit of stimulant. It does really brighten up your skin, wake it up, exfoliate. That one's really nice and quite popular with men. And then we have lavender as well.
Love lavender.
Dried lavender.
Show me that again. Show me that again. Oh,
so I don't know if you can see the dried lavender buds.
Yeah, gorgeous.
And speaking of lavender, it's a great time to look around. Lavender's in full bloom everywhere. And do you like lavender, Anna?
I love lavender.
Oh, I wish you could smell. I went to the lavender farm on the weekend in Banstead. Mayfield Lavender Farm, and got some fresh lavender here. But
so beautiful.
It smells gorgeous. Let's see if I can maybe pass it to you. We can try.
Can I smell it? Cool. Go on then.
Here we go.
Awesome. Thank you.
It worked.
Wow, that's so lovely.
That's so this is fresh lavender.
So where is this one from?
This lavender is from Mayfield Lavender Farm in Banstead, which is very close to us here in Crystal Palace. It's about 20 minutes drive, or there's a bus 410 goes all the way there, I believe, goes to that area of Wellington, Banstead. And it's a great day out. The lavender now is in full bloom. Get there early, you just relax in a sea of purple. So I actually, when we started Little Hammam, I went there for the first time and I almost cried. I just was so overwhelmed with the relaxing scent of lavender. It's a huge place. You're in a sea of purple.
Yes, I'm not putting this down for a very long time. You're not going to get back.
It's so nice. And then when it dries, when at the end of the harvest it dries, and then you this is a lavender bag that we make. When the lavender buds dry, they smell even more. And they have this kind of color. Don't know if you can see.
Yeah, just about. Cool.
There's less color, but the fragrance is even stronger. So I said, I have to make something I have to get this scent, you know, and just bring it home, you know, make something with this, make something with the lavender, and only using fresh lavender. So I made these little lavender bags that you can keep by your pillow. they're even good for kids, for babies, put them by their bed to help them sleep, even pets. I've tried putting this near my sister's dog's nose and he just sort of rolls it. Even dogs like the relaxing. It's relaxing for everyone. It's so good.
Amazing.
And I want to have a look and a smell, the dry lavender.
Cool. Thank you. That's over. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. That's so cute. I love it.
Thank you. It's a cute design.
Yeah. Did you design it?
No. I chose the design. We kind of like that look.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I don't know if I can show you. Yeah. Woo. Without spilling it all over my computer. That's so pretty.
Sprinkle it everywhere.
All over my computer, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you. What a treat.
No problem.
So tell us a little bit more about, you mentioned a few things about sort of your ethos behind the company. Tell us a bit more about that, because it's very ethically intended, isn't it?
Yeah, so we started, we basically decided to do all vegan products, all plastic free packaging. Obviously no chemicals, anything like that, nothing that we didn't understand why it should be in a product. You know, if you look at a bottle of shampoo, it's in a plastic bottle, there's thousands of ingredients, you don't know what these are, what harm they're going to do to you. You know, and we live in a city, we have pollution outside, we have harder water, you know, so we try to just do everything we can to look after ourselves well and be healthy and, you know, and so forth. So we use natural ingredients, we're completely vegan. We don't want to use beeswax and things like that. We don't think it's necessary. And we managed to make products that are, you know, all ethical. We look at where the ingredients have come from and things like that, so that they're all fair trade and ethically sourced. And yeah, where possible, we do as much as we can naturally as well. We're starting to grow our own lavender, and as I said, the olive oil farm, we know the owners. We dry our calendula petals and rose petal flowers and things that you can dry in the home when we make our floral soaps and things like that. So we try to do as much as we can to guarantee that, you know, everything is as natural as possible. And then I started to think that I'd like to make candles to add to the range as well, but I didn't want to make excuse me, a classic sort of vessel. I wanted to make, again, something recyclable, reusable and natural. So I had the idea about a year ago to make candles in coconut shells. Wow. So this is half a coconut shell from India. So it's been a coconut, it's been chopped in half, and then it works really well as a candle. And when it's empty, you can just, soy wax is very clean, and you know, you can just wash it out with some warm soap and water. And when it's empty, you can reuse it as a little jewelry, trinkets, you know, container. And I just thought it looked a bit tropical, a bit nice and summery, and they've been really popular. So that's another thing. So we're always looking at inventive ways of reusing, recycling, repurposing, you know, items to make them a little bit different and special.
Brilliant. That's lovely. I've got a comment, actually, well, two comments from Cora. She says lavender. So that's clearly a fan. And she also asks if you run workshops.
We don't actually, but I have, I will do videos from time to time and things like that on social media about how, when, you know, while I'm making the candles, it's something that I could do. I mean, there are a lot of things that, you know, you sort of learn along the way, and how to make things, and making things like candles, soaps, lip balms. In fact, the process is quite similar. You sort of melt your ingredients to a certain temperature, mix the oils, and then you'll always have a carrier oil. And then things like fragrances, if you use vegetable dyes, colorings, things like that, there will also be added at the end at a cooler temperature. And then, for example, with candles, they need to be poured at a certain temperature as well. So you melt to a certain point, you add the fragrance to a certain point, and then you pour it a certain. So it's not as complicated as people think. It's a big science. It's just knowing how it works and looking out, yes, and trying and testing and so forth. But it's something that I could, yes. I mean, there's lots of, why not? It would be fun, yeah.
Cora says, oh yes, please. So you've definitely got to mark it if you decide you want to do some workshops.
Yeah, and even suggesting things that, you know, today, even if you went to your kitchen, today I'm off, I might do a hair mask. You can make a hair mask with things like yogurt, avocados, honey. You can make a scrub with coffee grounds and honey. You know, you can just egg white, or if you want to do something just vegan, avocados, oat milk. If you cook your rice, the water from the rice, there's so many natural things actually in your kitchen and covers and things like that that we recommend doing as well. It's not all about, you know, buying. It's about learning how these natural ingredients can work for you and trying them on your skin and your hair and your body.
Yeah, I particularly would love to know how to use things like coffee grounds or rice water. That's amazing, because I've always kind of trying to take note of ideas where you can use stuff further or reuse, or you know, the more you can do with something the better. So that's really cool.
Definitely,
I didn't realize.
Coffee grounds are also good. My parents use it for compost for plants and things like that as well, in the garden. But coffee, so this is made with real coffee grounds. You can see the little dots going through, which is the little grounds. If you have some coffee grounds today and you would like to make a face scrub, you can just mix them with some honey or some coconut oil, or, you know, any sort of liquid based, or even some olive oil, and just put it onto your skin, leave it a little while, and you've got a natural scrub slash mask, and your skin will be all bright and fantastic after.
I'm trying that this afternoon. That's very cool.
Why not?
Brilliant.
Yeah, let me know.
I will. I'll take a before and after shot.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, I've definitely, my skin feels a bit kind of grey at the moment, I think, just from being in front of a screen and indoors a lot, you know.
Yes.
So definitely things
with the lockdown, we need to brighten, and yeah,
absolutely, yes,
exfoliate.
Indeed, yes. So actually, speaking of lockdown, tell us how that's affected you. How has it affected the business?
Well, with the business, we sort of had a few issues with delays with getting ingredients. For example, the soy wax for the candles and other things being delivered. But it made us have time to relook at everything, you know, rebrand and sort of, you know, really look at what we're doing, what we'd like to do. And the slow time of it was enjoyable as well in that sense. You know, did some planting of herbs and things on the balcony, and you seeing what we could use and for our products and things, and testing different fragrances, different candles. So it was a difficult time, but sort of a slower time as well that we just embraced. And you just have to go with it and adapt, really, don't you, and stay positive, because you know, there was nothing we could really do. So it's just about finding an alternative way to exist and move forward. And we realize how important our products are, with the soaps being, you know, quite popular during that time. to moisturize the skin, always washing your hands, telling, so, and we have a kids soap, which is made from chocolate. So where that was good to encourage children to wash their hands. So we were quite busy and, as well, but there were some slight delays with things like ingredients and orders.
Sort of at the mercy of other things, really, aren't you, at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah. What about future product plans?
Well, we do have excuse me, lots of exciting things coming up. A very exclusive sneak preview today. I'm making new candles in these colorful glasses. This is a Fresh Rain, which obviously can be reused. These are like whiskey tumblers, and they're all colorful because we like our colors here at Little Hammam. We've got a nice turquoise one. This one needs to be filled. It's a purple, that will be for lavender. And these will be launching this week. There's a nice gold for vanilla or citronella, which is very good to keep the bugs away. And now on the balconies and the gardens, naturally, mosquitoes and things like that, as well as being an indoor odor eliminator as well. And again, with the fragrances, we don't like to limit ourselves. We know everyone likes something different, like the soaps. Everyone likes a different scent. Some people like sweet, some people like musky, some people like woody. So we have loads of different types of candle fragrances as well, and other new products that I'm testing now. Excuse me, but I can't reveal yet.
Okay. We will watch this space.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
So I have another question actually from Cora. She says,
are
these the soaps that are for sale in Roots and Cycles in Haynes Lane?
No, I think they may do something similar. I know the people there. I met a girl at the library Christmas fair selling her little gorgeous candles. We had a stall back to back together. But I think, there's a lot of people doing natural soaps, and they're all similar in the same way that they're different as well. It might be the ingredients or the fragrances. So, have a look around and see what suits you. They're doing a fantastic thing there. I might possibly consider doing, Crystal Palace Market once a week, things like that. We really missed, the one thing actually I didn't mention during the lockdown, really missed doing craft fairs, because we love to meet customers and chat to them, see if they've used these kind of products before, what their skin's like, what they would like, what they like to smell. I used to be really pushy and put smells under people's nose, and they'd be like, oh, I really don't like lavender or cinnamon. So now I know to ask first, because everyone likes different things. But we really miss doing that, having craft fairs. And if you're in Crystal Palace, you can actually come. This is my sort of studio. I've got the logo, I don't know if you can see behind me, painted on the wall. People are more than welcome to come and shop here, have a look, have a smell of the candles. We can just arrange it, because a description sometimes doesn't really fit it. As you can see, you're smelling that lavender. We can say how lovely it is, but until you can actually smell it, it's different. So
it's really
everyone
nice.
in Crystal Palace can have free delivery, so they can message the code, discount code, and I can either deliver to them. There's a lady I deliver to, a few customers nearby, one that doesn't leave the house, or other people have mobility issues, so we can deliver to you locally, or you can come here to have a look around, have a smell and pick up. Because I know that delivery charges is something that nobody likes to really spend on. And if you spend over £20, you get free delivery with us as well in the UK.
Cool. So how would people contact you, and what's the discount code for Crystal Palace?
So for Crystal Palace, the discount code is local. It's LOCAL in capitals. Minimum spend is £5, and that way they can avoid paying the delivery charge.
Cool.
And I can deliver it to them locally without contact if they prefer, on the doorstep, or whenever at an allotted time, or just leave it for them, or post it, but they don't have to pay the delivery charge. Or you can come to the studio. The email address is hello@littlehammam.co.uk, which is on the website. And let me know if you'd like to come and have a smell of the different fragrances, the new candles launching this week. Yeah, have a look around and see what you fancy. You know, some people have come and said, oh, I want to get an orange candle, then they leave with a coffee or a rose, and I think, oh, didn't they actually? Because you just smell and fancy something else at the time, or you know, it's
knowing the smell of the thing you're using to flavor it isn't the same as actually smelling the candle itself, is it? Or
exactly,
it's not the same thing.
And there's so many different levels of fragrance, and you know, some is sweeter or stronger. Even if you say lavender, it might be not what you're expecting, or you know.
Yeah. Well, awesome. So several options for anybody who's interested. That's
definitely
fab.
Yeah,
excellent. Well, we're pretty much out of time, Natasha, so
okay.
Is there anything else you wanted to tell us about before we
I would say stay tuned. Lots of things happening with our little business, which is growing. We're nearly 1 year old online. We've been improving, you know, and changing things, but it's all really exciting. And you know, I'm always happy to hear from customers. Drop us an email, have a chat anytime. Any questions at all, let us know about products, about skin, allergies, anything at all. So don't hesitate to get in touch and check out the website, social media. Lovely. Thank you so much for having me today. It's been lovely.
That's an absolute pleasure. It's lovely to chat to you again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for joining. So just before we finish, just a couple of things to mention to everybody who's watching. So the first thing is that on Sunday, there is a live stream concert through the Library Hub, 6 o'clock. It's Daniel Stockton is running his usual West End night, but it's obviously with a slight twist because we can't have a live audience yet. So it's going to be a live concert in the sense that the performers are going to be performing live in the Library Hub, and it's live streamed through the Library Hub page for free, straight to your homes. So please do tune in for that. You just need to like the Library Hub page, Facebook page, and you'll get a notification, I think, when it starts. And tune in at 6 o'clock for some fun.
It was incredible. I saw the last one. Really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. And we're very excited to be involved in this one. So Palace a Cappella has been having a lot of creative fun, actually. I have to say that during lockdown, despite really missing singing in the same room, being together, we've actually used the time to kind of try some new things. So the song that we are singing on Sunday, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it has a lot of creative input from the choir in a lot of different ways, and it's definitely sort of allowed us to try some new things. So please do tune in and support us, support Daniel, support the Library Hub. It'd be lovely to have you there. The other thing also from Daniel is that there is a kids musical theatre boot camp starting soon, because of obviously guidelines and safety. The kids won't actually be singing themselves, but they will be working on the storyline, the drama, choreography and movement, and the tracks will be played. So and there'll be a performance at the end. It's going to be a huge amount of fun, and there are a few places left. So if you're interested in that, do book quickly. Obviously, in the current circumstances, there's an even more stringent limit on numbers than normal. So if it's of interest, please do jump on that quickly. I think that's it from me for today. Tomorrow on the Library Lunch, I'm being joined by Casper Kennedale, who's going to tell us about, give us an update on the Library Hub project All Alone Together, which I'm sure you know about. We're still looking for people to fill in the survey. Please do that if you've got 5 minutes to spare.
Be a part of history with that as well.
Indeed, yes.
Yeah.
We're creating an oral history, which is actually how Natasha and I got chatting about Little Hammam in the first place. So there's the survey that takes about 5 minutes to fill in. If you are up for being interviewed and becoming part of the oral history project, so creating an audio time capsule so we can hear members of our local community in their own words, in their own voices, telling us about their pandemic experiences. If you're up for being part of that, then do tick the box saying you're willing to be interviewed, and I would love to have a chat with you. Casper Kennedale is dealing with one strand of this project, which is about tablets, free tablets for people in the community who wouldn't otherwise have access to them, and this includes training and support as well. So do tune in tomorrow to find out an update on this from him. In the meantime, Natasha, so lovely to speak to you again. Thank you very much.
You too. Thank you so much.
Stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the beautiful sunshine today, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Take care. Bye.